you can help support Akron Children's Hospital, Mahoning Valley, by being a miracle maker. Call the Northeast Ohio Adoption Services phone bank now. And we'll check in who we have on. We have the folks from Target. Are these the folks from Target that we have over here? Target? Walmart.
That's a mistake.
Which Walmart is it? Salem and Liberty. Okay, that I'm just reading what they gave me. So, okay. Go to Walmart then, folks. Go to Walmart. Okay. Thanks for coming by and call them up now and answer the phone. Okay. And one of the big growth areas, obviously, is sports. Sports is getting larger and larger for kids younger and younger, and therefore we're dealing with kids getting sports injuries at a much younger age.
Very different sports injuries. You know, when we were kids, all we heard about was we twisted an ankle, we did this and all that. It's a lot more complex now. Dr. Liebig is with you. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
All right, good. I'll ask about 9 more times just to make sure he works in sports medicine. What is the typical injury that you see, the most common injury, I guess I would say, that you see in sports medicine these days?
Yeah, I think that's a great question because I think it's an even split. 50% overuse, but 50% are acute type of injuries that we're dealing with. Hopefully not the reality of it. We have as much participation in sports in this area. I'm a firm believer in the epicenter and mecca of sports here in Northeast Ohio. The amount of talent and just the athletic population is huge here. But I would say a lot of it, overuse injuries. I'm seeing a lot of concussions tis this season with football, soccer, and that's going to continue on until we kind of iron out the details about those types of injuries. But overall, I think it's an even split, 50-50. We just got to be aware of it. Parents got to be aware of it. Guys like me, need to get out there and get some education out there to the coaches and what is too much for some of these athletes.
What is too much these days? Because it really is different. I mean, when we were kids, when we played football and stuff like that, practice was an hour and a half after school. It seems like it's a lot longer now, right?
Yeah, I think there is a big time focus on sports. Sometimes probably too much. There's some rule of thumbs. I think you just got to listen to the bodies. Some kids it's going to be harder. Some kids won't be able to respond as well to the amount of the hours that the coaches are putting in. They just need to be responsible and be responsible. That's good for themselves. If it comes to the point where you see a guy like me, I'm almost hopeful that I can step in and get some education and get them ready for the sport.
And I think it's important for parents to pay attention too. If your kid's in pain or if they have some tenderness or soreness, get it checked out because the last thing you want is your child 20, 30 years from now to still have that same pain because it wasn't treated now. And oftentimes we let that stuff go. I mean, I've had frozen shoulder for 6 years because I don't want to go into surgery, but I really should, right?
That's true. Again, I think it comes down to just being responsible and trying to be smart and get the care that you think he needs. And I'm going to be guilty of it myself, trying to look the other way. You don't want to really respond to every ache and pain that every child has, but there is a point when it comes to we're dealing with young injuries, young birthplates. You want to be the responsible parent. That's true.
I wanted to ask you, not that we want to create this as a serious controversial talk issue here, but have the injuries increased due to the fact that so many kids are specializing at such a young age with one sport? Because I've heard folks say, and I think it's been doctors, that if they played all the sports, baseball in the spring and summer, and football in the fall, and basketball or wrestling in the winter, or ran some track, that it'd really be better for them than doing soccer and joining the traveling team. Not to put that down because I know the kids want to necessarily specialize.
Yeah, I think that's a big difference that you were alluding to, Keith, is the sports specialization. The amount of time that kids are dedicating to one sport, one particular sort of motion is starting to become detrimental. There are specific diagnoses that go along with those. The young thrower, there is a diagnosis known as lower leg shoulder, but it's not just little leaguers. It can be volleyball players, it can be swimmers, it can be softball players, and all the like. We don't see that a lot here with that particular injury because of the weather. But then you've got pitching coaches, and you've got strength and conditioning and these jump training things. There is new papers that have come out recently about sports specialization and that kids need to respond with rest, typically 3 months out of the year. They shouldn't be doing the same typical motion.
I follow that plan about 11 months out of every year.
Right.
And the motion kind of
The
like,
overuse will be a problem.
Right, no.
That's right.
But really, 3 months off, right?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, and you know, the idea is to let them rest because we're just not giving them enough time. You know, they've got to listen to their bodies. They got to respond to I guess the clues and the hints that the body is.
In that case, there's
Most people don't. Kids don't necessarily push themselves. Sometimes you got to bring those hands back on the coach and parents sometimes.
Well, I know there's a lot of parents who've had their kids come through sports medicine, and they support this hospital by calling our phone banks at 888-746-9890, which is the number you can call. And you work at this hospital. You know how unique it is and how important it is to kids, but you have another perspective with this hospital as well because of your little girls, 2 of which have spent time here in the NICU, is that right?
That's right, yeah. And our twin daughters who came a little bit early as twins season 2. So we were here for a month, and it's a scary thing being on the other end. You know, as a pediatrician before I did sports medicine, it's different coming from, you know, being trained in that, you know, in that discipline and seeing it from the other end as, you know, what's expected of you as a parent. And, it's a strain, and so I can definitely relate and I empathize with folks more than sympathize because I've been here, I've seen it, and I couldn't feel safer or better about having my children involved in this hospital. We're truly are lucky to have the caliber of the team from the nurses, the doctors, and administrators, and academics for sure.
Yeah, it really is a special place, and as a father of girls that were here, you know, I mean, yes, you're a medical professional, yes, you've had all this training, but in your heart, you know, there's no other better place to go.
Yeah, no, I think that's true. I think you said it best. You know, with a third daughter this year, with twins and then a one daughter, I'm not sure what they're thinking. But, you know, she was sick the other last month, and we were here for 4 days, and again, another scary situation. But we walk out of here, and it's all right, and we got great care.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for the good work that you're doing in sports medicine. We appreciate it, and I appreciate you spending a few minutes and say hello to all the girls for us. And are you stopping at 3, or you know?
To be determined.
Okay, so who's on the fence? You?
I think my wife actually.
Oh, is it right?
Yeah, I think so. We've always said 4, but this one's not sleeping as well as we would hope. It's kind of changing our tune.
You know what's funny is
that kind of does it.
I have one, and most parents that I know hate me because he slept through the night the first night he came home from the hospital, and every night since, and every other parent wants to just hit me because that never happens.
That's not realistic. You're a good sport.
Right? Yeah. That's why
Doctor, before you go, one little chore, and you know, again, help us out with the phone number to get people to help this hospital.
Yeah, sure. It's 1-888-746-9890.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it. And sports medicine here at Akron Children's Hospital is amazing. Dr.